Greetings everyone, we are from Group 4 and we will be presenting our fictional character Arthur 9.
Hello everyone, this is Arthur 9, our fictional character, and he decides that the world around him is safe. As you can see, Arthur has blonde hair and blue eyes just like his parents. His parents' name is Alexander Knight and Evelyn Knight. However, Arthur faced a sick fate when he became the carrier of a sickle cell anemia as his mother has had it initially. When Arthur was born, he scored 8 points for his UPCAR score. In Arthur's new life, he interacts more with his aunt and his mother in comparison to his father or other children. He grew up in a relatively peaceful environment that has low crime rates but also a highly competitive society. He was exposed to piano at the baby age by Evelyn, as she was a pianist herself. His aunt and mother teaches him alphabet and numbers to prepare him for social interaction with other children. Arthur was encouraged to discover the world on his own, causing him to develop autonomy.
Hello everyone, my name is Marion, Jenai, Anak, Ripin, metric number 79977. I'm going to talk about Arthur's life when he was in the phase of early and middle childhood. During his early and middle childhood days, his physical growth was quite good due to the fact that his mother kept his meal and health in check. Cognitively, his muscle memory strengthened and his speech improves by a lot over the years, to the point he's able to learn other languages like Japanese and French easily. Arthur went through the stage of initiative versus guilt in his early childhood when he started playing the piano. In the aspect of psychosocial, he started to interact with other children and knew he was quite a good musician, even at that age. Besides, during his middle childhood days, Arthur went through the stage of industry versus inferiority as he began to distance himself from his friends to improve his piano skills for the sake of his mother. Sadly, to the very end of Arthur's middle childhood years, his mother Evelyn passed away due to an incurable disease. Well, that's on my part. I'll pass it on to the next presenter.
Greetings to Doctor and everyone. My name is Angely Jasmine, Anak Buchin, metric number 78832. I want to talk about Arthur's life when he was in phase of adolescence. During this phase, once Arthur moved to a new school, his temperament was still calm and dull. Due to that, he had no friends. He did not keep in touch with Richard and Isabel after everything that happened. Then, he stopped playing the piano for a few years. In the element of psychosocial, he started to interact with new people after he met Gabriela Cole. After that, they became friends and Arthur had the motivation to play the piano again.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Amira Irdina Binti Hamzani. My matrix number is 80534. I will be presenting about Arthur's young adulthood life. Arthur's ability to play piano with unparalleled precision gained him a nickname of human metronome. Physically, he is 5'9" height and girl outbeard. He is now extremely fluent in speaking and understands Japanese and Spanish. He is now on the stage of intimacy versus isolation, whereby he started to develop feeling with the violinist Gabriela Cole. Thank you, and I'll pass to the next presenter.
Upon graduating from Juilliard, Arthur went to become a great pianist. He eventually rose to the position of professor at Curtis Institute of Music in Philadelphia. He was able to acquire the Spanish language because he works in Philadelphia, which has a large Hispanic population. Additionally, Arthur found popularity as a composer. He is recognized in the community for his calm and caring personality. And due to the fact that they played in orchestra together, he proposed to Gabriela Cole and she accepted. Here we can see that the stage is generativity versus stagnation because he eventually became a professor at Philadelphia's Curtis Institute of Music. And other physical development is he started to gain weight and noticed his hair graying and thinning. After a long career at the Curtis Institute of Music in Philadelphia, Arthur is now retired. Arthur was a talented composer and pianist in his own right. He was compelled to retire from the symphony because of age-related hearing loss. He enjoyed spending his retirement years with his wife up until the time of his death. In the end, both Arthur and his wife passed away in the age of 78, 1 year apart. Here we can see that the stage is ego integrity versus despair because Arthur is retired from the Curtin Institute of Music in Philadelphia, and he was a great pianist and composer, but due to the age-related hearing loss, he forced him to quit the symphony. And his physical development was, he was hunchback and bald. That's all from me.
Through this infographic assignment, I was able to understand the Human Development Psychology course, as I was able to use one of the theories introduced, which is the Erik Erikson stages of psychosocial development.
From my reflection, this project has helped me a great deal in understanding my own life through experiences and the direction I'm heading in the process of maturing. In addition, I learned about each stage of human growth psychologically from birth to death in the process of creating our fictional character, which is Arthur. That is all I have to say. Thank you.
Reflection during this stage of adolescence that I am currently in, I have gained the knowledge that their way of thinking is being fundamentally altered, and as a result, everything else about their life is shifting as well. They had grown up and were no longer a youngster. As part of my coursework in human development psychology, I have discovered that human development is a subfield of psychology that seeks to understand people by focusing on how they matured, expand, and adapt over the course of their life. That's all from me. Thank you.
I learned the importance of learning this subject, which is to gain a better understanding of one's own life experiences. This can help people personally reach an understanding of why childhood events shape their adulthood. Thank you.
When we think about human growth, it is natural to see it as a process that is essentially finished by the time we reach early adulthood. But this is not the case. It is essential to understand, on the other hand, that growth is a never-ending process that persists right up until the end of one's life. Having a better understanding of how people continue to develop and change as they get older, they can help us to appreciate and manage all of the stages of our life as we enter adulthood, navigate middle age, and face the onset of old age. This is because having this understanding can help us appreciate how people continue to grow and change as we grow older. That is my reflection for this project, and thank you from me. That's all.